your selfish word desire what you are looking for. Elijah did not go there and knock heaven because he want to punish anybody. He knocked heaven because it's according to divine injunction that because they have served other gods, they are not permitted to use the rain that belongs to who? To God. He loved it and walked away. Bible said when it was time for God to send rain, God told Elijah, go and appear before who? Ahab, because I want to send what? You can see it that this whole thing was not Elijah's idea. Somebody shout a better amen. It was God's divine what? Divine idea, divine program. Go and appear before Elijah. He don't get before Ahab. He don't get where Ahab don't find Elijah knowing they were looking for Elijah. And every country he get to, he will make them swear that if he say here, say they hide Elijah, that he will finish all of them. They all swore to Ahab. And Ahab checked everywhere. The only place Ahab did not go to look for Elijah was in Jezebel's father's house. Because there's no father is the king of the Sidonians. So since Jezebel came from the Sidonians, and Ahab not go find and go there because they expect her to do what go there. God will hide you in the house of your enemies. I don't like your amen. When God will hide you, he will hide you for with the person when you want killing and they protect you. If no one knows you take back, they will find you for another place, you go another place. Shout a better amen. Trouble what? Why do you trouble Israel? By bringing what? A strange God. Because you brought a strange God, heaven has been closed against you. But come to Mount Carmel, let the God that answers my words, by fire let it be God. You know the story, that when they go, they ask them to settle sacrifice, they need to make sacrifice. And he asked his 450 prophets of Baal to make their own sacrifice first. And when they started crying, asking for their Baal to bring what? To bring fire. Fire refused to come. Elijah started to mock them. He said, shout louder. Maybe when God will escort somebody.
Yes.
He that must come to God must first believe that he is. Our God not escort person. Am I talking to somebody here? He said, Peter said, when our God they do waiting,
Yes, God.
he escort somebody. Or shout well. Peter said, when our God they do waiting, they sleep. The God we serve neither sleep nor what? Slumber. What you don't want they call slumber? Slumber na that's
Shake
us.
Shake us.
We the thief that's what will still sleep. We think you sleep. Our God does not know that. He does not sleep nor what? But the God of Baal, the man Elijah mocked them and said, cry, bless your God, they do what they sleep. And they were busy shouting. Our God is always at home. There is nothing like as you call his name here, the number you are calling is not there is nothing like you can try it, not try, the number does not exist. I've met somebody called me a few minutes and I tried to call the person and they said the number I'm calling does not exist. How does it not exist? And I called me just now. Network, I tell you, does not. Am I talking to somebody here? In fact, when you die this divine line, the number is always available. It's always at home. Somebody shout a better amen. And that is why in our daily life, we must believe. You must walk by faith, brother. When faith said you should live before you look, you know hear what I talk. Faith said you should do what? Live before you do what? Now faith, now eyes, wisdom, and the same you do what you look before you do what? You live. But faith say what? You know what I'm talking. Faith say what? Live before you do what? You look. Do you know? I want to announce to you that as we walk into this week, your faith will come into action. And because your faith is coming to you, apply it in your everyday life. Every step we live by faith and not by sight. If not by sight, nobody will survive on this nation. Am I talking to somebody here? Look, talk to me now. Not be your salary, not be all this your salary. God has been feeding you from different angles. That is why you need to apply faith to your everyday life. He is able to do what he said he will watch. He will do. Somebody say amen. The other day, Apostle Paul was traveling along the river to inside the river, the sea, high sea, to go to Rome because he has appealed to Caesar. Bible said while he was inside that boat, there was a mighty tempest. The storm was so heavy that all the mariners were doing all their best to see how they can save the ship, but nothing was working. They now decided the best thing to do is to kill all the criminals. All the prisoners will kill them, because there is a law that if a prisoner escapes, you that is guiding them will do what? Will die. Instead of us to die, then we kill all the prisoners. While they were doing that, the storm was so heavy. Immediately, an angel appeared to Apostle Paul when he was sitting down and said to him, Paul, how are you? He said, I'm fine. He said, you are the one that appealed to Rome. You said you will go to Rome, to Caesar. He said, yes. He said, don't mind the storm that is happening. You will get to Rome. Somebody say better, amen. Amen. He said, not only that you will get to Rome, you will see Caesar. Not only that you will see Caesar, I have given to you the life of everybody in this boat. Nobody will die because you are here. Say better, amen. Amen. The person you are telling nobody will die, when you look at the scenario, everywhere was so bad. The storm was so heavy, and you are telling me nobody will do what? But because Paul is a man that has faith, who agree with what God has said. Bible said, as soon as he heard that, Paul got up, wear his clothes, and went to the captains and said, "No, don't worry on yourself again. Go look for food and what? Food and go chop." They said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Don't worry. Not even try to save anything for this boat, because the boat will scatter. This ship will scatter. Nothing will be saved in this ship. The only thing that will be saved in this ship is a human being. No human being here will die." They said, "How you take?" "There stood by me an angel of God, the one who owns me. He has said to me that there shall be no loss, and I believe him.